All right, guys, so this is my classroom. It's kind of a mess right now because we're cleaning up from the end of the school year, but this is the timeline that I was wanting to show you guys. You can see for 8th grade history, we start in early 1600s as just a quick review. And then my timeline really begins in like the early 1700s. And then we push through, and I basically just created, I used like bulletin board borders and created like, it's hard for me to focus, but you can see like down here, it starts with the year 1750. These are the events that we just quickly review before 1750. And then each of these strips represents 10 years. So 1760, 1770, down here 1780, and it goes to 1800. That's where I basically end my first semester. So these are the topics that we're gonna be covering throughout the first semester. And then second semester, we pick up in 1800 and we go all the way to 1870, which is down at that end. I do this because students have a hard time really placing events in chronological order because they hear a date and they just hear a date. They don't place that on a timeline in their brain. Because what we'll do is really for first semester, we'll go over these events pretty much, it keeps on focusing. We'll go over these events pretty much in chronological order. But then when we get to this point in history, this is where our country really starts to grow rapidly in terms of the land that we gain. And so I start to teach basically what happens from 1800 to about 1850, 1860, somewhere around there, by region. So I'll tell about what's going on in the West during this time. And then I pause, and then we go back in time. Then I talk about what's going on in the North during this time period. And then I pause, and we go back one more time and what's going on in the South during this time period. And that then leads me up to the Civil War and Reconstruction. And that's where we end the school year. So that's just the timeline. Wanted you guys to be able to see that. It's something I use every single day in my class without exaggeration. So something I suggest you guys do as well. All right.